Hey, it's Anissa from COCO'S TV, and we are here on NYSSA'S Homestead, and today we're going to be making some burgers, okay? And not just some regular schmegler burgers. We're making little sliders, and we're going to make some fries and some fry sauce to go with it. And so if you're interested, continue watching. We're going to break everything down nice and slow, short and simple, and hopefully your summer barbecues will be elevated, okay? So first I'm just slicing and washing my potatoes. I don't really care to have the skin on. Sometimes I'll take the time to peel it, and sometimes I don't. I don't find a difference. It turns out the same to me. And I do bake my fries. I don't put them in oil. So that's just something I do. If you want to put it in oil, that's your thing. That's your thing. That's not my thing, okay? Also, as you can hear, I am a little bit under the weather, just a little bit. And also, my tripod broke in the making of this video. So I apologize for the angles, all right? And hopefully we can just make it through and not make you dizzy. And yeah, that's all the disclaimers. Hi, if you're new here, I'm Anissa. We do all things gardening, homesteading, homemaking, all the things, pretty much prepping without having the land or the livestock. And we're just learning the skills together and figuring things out. And making stuff from scratch is one of those things that I feel like you have to master. Because if we're out in the woods, I can't just go run to Walmart and get some frozen fries. No, I gotta make it myself. But I apologize for all the rambling. Let's just go ahead and get right into this video. How do y'all like that little intro? Y'all like that? Yeah. But first I just slice them up like however thick you would like them. I do them really thin, just so that they cook faster in the oven. And then we're going to put them in a ice water bath with some ice and some cold water. Now, I do have to take a break from making the burgers because I realized to make the burger buns, I didn't have any flour. I didn't have any all-purpose flour or bread flour. I did use bread flour for this recipe, but you can use all-purpose flour. So we'll get into that recipe in a minute, but I am restocking my all-purpose and bread flour, if I didn't already say that. And y'all, I need to get me some Gamma lids because these lids here, I swear they take out my hands every time. Every time my hands are out of commission, okay? I was like, oh my gosh, I almost lost a nail. It was ridiculous. These big, if y'all know, you know, these big 5-gallon buckets, the lids that come with it is crazy, okay? But anyways, let's get back into what we're here for. We're here for this bread review, okay? Well, not the bread review, but first you're gonna need some salt, some yeast, some honey, a cup of warm milk, and 2 tablespoons of your butter. And then we're going to let that bloom. We're going to put all that in there. I'll put everything on the screen for you of what you need for this portion of the video. It's super simple. I think I'm going to do this again. It's my first time using this recipe. So here, let me just tell you guys exactly what I used. I used 3 cups of flour, 2 tablespoons of honey, 1.5 teaspoons of dry yeast, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 cup of lukewarm water, 2 tablespoons of softened butter, and then 1 egg. And that's pretty much all you're going to need for the recipe. And then you can use either an egg wash, which I did. You guys will see at the end. They came out so well. Don't skip the video. But they turned out so well, and I'm super excited. But first, right now, I'm using the lukewarm water, so 1 cup. of the milk, sorry, not water, and then 2 tablespoons of honey, the 1.5 teaspoons of dry yeast, and then also our 2 tablespoons of butter. And that's what's in this mixture. We're gonna let that yeast bloom for a little bit, and while it's doing that, we are going to get our KitchenAid all set up and prepped, because I have it prepped for shredded cheese, if you can see my little attachment over there. And so we're gonna get our KitchenAid together and start kneading some dough. So this is kind of what it was looking like while it was blooming. Next, I have added 3 cups of my bread flour, 1 egg, and then my yeast mixture. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on level 2 on my KitchenAid. If you don't have a KitchenAid, just use your good old hands. That's what I used to use, and I was gifted this beautiful blessing of a KitchenAid, and I love it. I use it every chance I get, so I'm gonna use it for every single video, y'all. I apologize, but Jesus has saved my hands. Next, while that is getting kneaded, we're going to drain our fries, oil them up, and get some seasoning. I just used a good old Bay and some olive oil. Get it spread out on the pan, 375 for 30 minutes, and then halfway through is when I went ahead and added my bread. So as you see here, I'm just literally pinching it, rolling it into itself, and rolling them into little dough balls. You can make them bigger, smaller, however you want. This ended up making 7 for me. I probably could have got more if I had, y'all see my tripod, see what I'm saying? But yeah, we just had these little sliders. They were frozen, so that, but look, I was so excited for these. These are so cute. They came out great. I love it. Next, for our fry sauce, we need ketchup, mayo, relish, Old Bay, garlic salt, and Worcestershire, and distilled white vinegar.